Well, here we are, it's day 8 of the 2020 harvest at Overbury, and we're already cutting wheat right up on the hill. Then we are on the 31st of July, and in a normal year, whatever that may be, we're not usually up here for another 3 weeks. And that's an indication of how these crops have frightened and sort of died off, really. There's a few bits of green left in the tram lines, but very little. Yield is disappointing to say the least, but not surprising. We're averaging around 7 tonnes a hectare up here on the fields that we've just cut. Anywhere between 6 and 7. This is a Group 2 Siskin, and you know, when you look at the crop there, you think, oh, actually there's a reasonable bit of yield, but the grains are very small, quite shriveled. There is quite a lot of protein in them from the sort of initial tests that we've had a look at. I think that's a concentration of the nitrogen, which is the opposite of last year, dilution with a bigger yield. So yeah, so this is where we are. We've got about 130 hectares of Siskin to do. It's all pretty much ready, all up here. We're about 800 foot above sea level at this point here. Round the edge of the field, we've got a little bit of cover. This was a maize game strip last year. We've now got it into a little bit of wild bird food mix. There's some rye, triticale, spring barley, some mustard, fodder radish, a few bits of phacelia in there, and that will stay there all through the winter. This is destined to go into hand-picked peas next year, so we're going to put a cover crop on here of oats and Berseem clover, and then we'll be able to graze this with the sheep through the winter, all things being equal. That's the plan anyway. Yeah, we'll see where we get going. So, got a good forecast. It's absolutely boiling outside, sort of 32, 33 degrees outside at the moment, and I think we're due for some cooler weather, so we might just have a good day at it today, and then we'll have to see what the morning brings. But that's where we are at the moment.